I confused Monokuma for Hilda? How? Well, how indeed? How am I gonna get myself through this one? These two aren't very similar at all, but I'll tell you what. Good day, good people. This is a fine day. Year of the Zenith Toon Link. Bravo. Anomaly, the Anomalicars. You know me as the man who's ready for Halloween this Monday. I'm excited. Monday's also my last day of work, which is crazy, in my current job. But, hey, welcome to the, wait for it, Danganronpa Hunger Games. I have these comments up because I was re-scrolling through and I was like, there's two that I think I want to read. So I think at this point we might as well just read three. It's been the Hunger Games. Welcome to Hunger Games. It's Halloween weekend. Today, we got the Tricksters versus the Treaters. Tomorrow is going to be a fun, fantastic episode. Nortium is going to be real spooky time. Maybe, you know, there's a chance that things just might not pop up at all. That being said, we got a fun episode here as well. Secret achievements in place. I have to pull these out real quick. That could happen too. Yes. That can't happen. Oh, that could though. We'll have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, let me introduce the teams who are here. The Tricksters, the Treaters, starting with the biggest trickster of them all, Monokuma, as well as Celeste is here. Junko, freaking Sayaka tricked everybody, even Makoto, and Togami's here as well. Fat Togami joins the fray for the Tricksters because, you know, his whole appearance is a trick. Gundam's here as well as Nagito tag teaming into Chaos. Pekko's around as well as Kazuichi, Jotaro, Kotoko, the whole Warriors of Hope gang. They're out here tricking. They might be tricking and treating, but they're getting the treats and then they're still doing their tricks. Jotaro, Kotoko, Masaru, Monica, Nagisa. As we scroll down to V3's cast, we got Kokichi. Maki tricked everyone with their talent, and I'll be frank, with her real talent, she got to trick quite a few people. Miu's around, Samugi, and Himiko, well, I mean, like, she heard tricks and she thought it was like magic tricks, and well, I mean, you know, she's here anyway. And lastly, Danganronpa 3, we got Ruruka, Izio, and Maya, Tengen, and Chisa as we move on to the Treaters. And who's treating out here today? We got Chihiro, Hiro, Taka, Hina, and Kyoko, as well as Chiaki, Crazy Yoko, Ibuki, Mahiru, and Dusami, Komaru, Toko, Moma, Taichi, and Yuta from Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls, Kaede, Gonta, Karumi, Cory. Honestly, he probably could have been on Team Trickster, but you know, if you go to Cory's house, he's handing out full-size candy bars, so that means he's out here treating, as well as Shuichi. And we also have Daisaku, the Great Gozu, the Champion Seiko, Munakata, and Mitarai, so tell me. When it comes to Halloween time, are you all about pulling some tricks? Or are you a fan of that Halloween candy? You're all about the sweet, sweet treats? Let me know. And pick first, second, and third because your comments are important. As I go through, there's a couple of them that I wanted to mention. I'll read three. Ribbon and Shine says, okay, but does the new shop have steak? That's my question. Of course, the new shop that I don't know whose shop it is, but gosh darn, I'm gonna find out. We also have Paimon Phobic, who, spoilers for Friday's episode. If you haven't seen it, mute it right now because I'm about to say some things. Let it sink in. Ruka killed Pekko. Possessed Pekko, and then won as Pekko. Ruka was low-key ghosting out of her mind, and you know what? A lot of respect to her. And then lastly, Fan of Animation, who says, and which I didn't exactly know entirely, did you know that jack-o'-lanterns came from a character known as Stingy Jack, who made a deal with the devil that his soul would never go to hell? So the devil gave him embers to help his soul roam the earth, as he used a hollowed radish. The first ever jack-o'-lanterns were turnips. I did know that, to hold the hot embers. And I thought that was super duper neat. I thought that was really neat, and really neat trivia. So I was like, you know what? Let me pop that to everybody. Those were great comments. You guys make some fantastic comments each and every episode, so keep doing that. But that's not the last thing we have to do before I make my picks and tell you which team I'm going for. There's one more thing that I gotta pull up on this here iPad. We have to see in 3, 2, 1. if Sonya joins this episode, we have to see if Seiko's title's on the line. We got a lot of things to see and not so much time to see them. Well, I knew I had plenty of time to see them. We're about to find out right here, right now, as I click this bad boy. It spins round and round like a record, baby. But does it inflict chaos or does order remain? We see. Oh, well, order remains. Seiko, you're safe for another day. Honestly, I didn't expect this one to hit. The tag team one tomorrow, I'm like physically getting ready for that one to cause a little bit of chaos, if you know what I mean. That being said, oh, I'm on Team Treaters, absolutely. I do love playing tricks, I do love puzzling minds sometimes, but I'm all about the treats. I love to treat the people, you love to see it. I'm out here buying full-size candy bars, you know I am. And it is the
Danganronpa.
Hunger Games. And I'm gonna pick first, second, and third, and since it's not a championship episode, I think Karumi for some reason. I think Karumi, she knows how to treat people. Karumi, give me Karumi for first. For second, I think it's gonna come from the Tricksters, and I think it's gonna be the mans who tricked me at AV Mania by paying off the referee, Kazuichi. Yeah, I think that's Kazuichi's. I got him for second. Love him to bits, but I'll never forget that moment. And for third, I think it's coming from the Tricksters too. I think somehow Karumi's gonna out-survive 2 Tricksters at the end, and that other Trickster, that's gonna be Monica right there. The pickle-haired girl herself, I tell you what. She's devious, and I tell you she's perfect for this time of the year. I'm gonna look at these, secret achievements one more time. A couple could hit. I think 3 could hit in this simulator today. We'll have to see if they hit. But we got a show to get on the road, and you know how we start that show each and every time. Deep breath in. What? We're just gonna resimulate like 5 times, right? Just hit the proceed music. We resimulate not just okay. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm hee hee ha haing. We'll do the. What do you have? I'm sorry. Where did you get a Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Award? What do you mean you won it for what? Favorite internet sidekick? Did I win? What do you mean I wasn't nominated? Get out of here with you get out of here too. Freaking Pablo. You're my favorite internet sidekick. Gosh. We're rolling you today. Get out of here with that ass here. What do you mean I ain't nominated? Forget that. One good roll, Pablo. Thank you. 4 times for the Kids' Choice Award that I should have been nominated for. We were simulated not 1 time, not 2 times, not 3 times, but I think you know, 4 times. We got a big cast ahead of us. A pretty strong cast. It's a pretty decent sized game. But who's gonna come out on top of this one? Will the Treaters come out on top or the Tricksters play one final trick, and that's victory? Let's proceed and we shall see. It all starts. Goodness gracious, Junko, with the bloodbath. And there is some blood, but there's also horn soundings. Horn bears Kajit. Kaede. The piano is not a horn. Get out of here. Gosh, horn bearers. Thank you. Kaede, what the heck? It's not your time yet. Get out of here with that. Man, horn bearers, thank you though. Piano's not a horn. Man, Junko takes a running start and Superman punches Chisa's skull clean off of her body. She's not alive. Jotaro finds some AB-shaped popsicles inside the cornucopia. Izuyoi. Oh, dang. I just realized this is the Halloween episode. Or this is the Halloween weekend. Next week, we're probably gonna get some announcements for the fight before Christmas. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, that's very exciting. Izuyoi receives a vision from dying brutally at the hands of Chiaki and Celeste as he sees them approaching. He uses his foresight to avoid dying. Kori comes to the arena to capture Kotoko, a dangerous killer that has escaped from an insane asylum. Well, I'll tell you what, that's... Where's my water? Oh no. Oh gosh, it's all the way over there. We'll get it eventually. That's not the craziest thing that's happened to the simulator. She has been known to pop off and go wild every once in a while. Pekko's sick and tired, so that's why she's not here today. Sayaka takes a loaded shotgun from the supplies, fires it at Gozu. He can see the pellets approaching in slow motion, dodges them all with expert speed. Himiko finds a model cornucopia inside of the cornucopia. Kurumi runs away, backed by popular demand, Taichi. My guy, I love that man's. Tengen runs away from the cornucopia. Hero time travels in from a past game in his blue police call box. Monica runs away from the cornucopia. Kazuichi runs away from the cornucopia. Mitarai, Usami, and Masaru assist each other in getting the best of weapons. Gonta ignores the game and goes looking for food. Yuta kills Seiko with her own weapon. Yuta taking out a champion. Imagine if chaos reigned. Togami gathers as much food as he possibly can. Tsumugi runs away from the cornucopia, as does Mew, as does Monokuma. Crazy Yoko finds a canteen full of water. Momo arrives at the arena. Her memory is completely wiped. The sole thing she can remember is her name. Momo. Nagisa comes to the arena to capture a dangerous killer that has escaped from an insane asylum. You mean Kotoko? Good luck! Komaru finds a turtle inside the cornucopia and immediately brings it along for the game. Mahiru decides to go back to the cornucopia to look for supplies, but when she gets there, it ain't there. The cornucopia is gone as Shuichi runs away from the cornucopia that is gone. Chiro and Maya fight for a bag. Chiro strangles Maya with the straps and runs. Goodness gracious, Kokichi shoots an arrow at his former tag team partner Nagito, but misses and kills Munakata instead. Hit the wrong white-haired homie. Kaede forces Gundam to start singing Please Give Me Wings. It's because Kaede, she told me to get out of here with her piano, so she said, sing that song, I'm about to go haywire in this game. Asylum Akamatsu is about to pop off. Maki runs away from the cornucopia. Taka grabs two swords. Samurai Taka, do not forget that man who unsheathed his sword. He now spins two, spinning rapidly on the spot, cleaving Ruka and Toko and Hina. Rest in peace to them all. Kyoko rides into the arena on a unicorn. Daisaku spots his most prized possession amongst the supplies. He goes to grab it, but Fat Togami reaches it first. And Ibuki receives a trident from inside the cornucopia. We had a pretty bloody bloodbath. And we still have a day to get through. Will this be the third Brand Steel episode in a row where we have a day one arena event? We'll have to find out. Kyoko and Gonta hunt for other tributes. Komaru creates her own superhero identity. Karumi is her sidekick. Daisaku and Kokichi look for more people to become friends with. Crazy Yoko makes a deal with Junko. I'll be frank, they got similar hairstyles. I could see people misinterpreting them as sisters. I could see it. Ibuki challenges Fat Togami and Sayaka to an Anything Goes World Pancake Championship Invitational Pancake Eating Competition. Let me tell you, Fat Togami, he ain't in there yet. Look at me, finding a pin nearly immediately. That's wild. Never thought I'd see the day. Fat Togami, probably next week, Chiro's defending that title. He's got a stack cast, I'll be frank. A stack cast against him. We'll have to see if he is able to retain. Kotoko gets drenched in honey. Unfortunately, he's allergic and dies. You can't, that's terrible. Being allergic to honey sounds awful. Honey's great. Honey's delicious. I confused Monokuma for Hilda? How? Well, how indeed? How am I gonna get myself through this one? These two aren't very similar at all, but I'll tell you what. Hilda is an expert with sharp axes, and Monokuma has sharp claws. And what is a claw but its own individual axe on the finger appendage thingy on the paw of a bear? Am I right or am I wrong? Somebody, bless up. Nagito dies of dysentery. Celeste gets drenched in honey, sticky. Himiko and Kazuichi hunt for other tributes. Tengen receives a gift from a secret admirer. Oh god, that's repulsive. That makes sense. Tsumugi is trapped in a box with a small device that can release a deadly poison every hour. She died. Is she alive? We can only find out if we click proceed. Maki, stabs Jotaro with a sword, revives him with her wish ring, and repeats the process until she's satisfied. I think that means Jotaro's out of here. Usami tells Hiroko that she's a cardboard clone of Usami made by Avi. That might be true. Mew reaches her hand towards the screen. The Watcher's in safe run. Kori holds Nagisa's head underwater, but Nagisa grabs his arm and pulls him to the lake with them. Both Tricksters are unable to kill one another, so they simply swim away. Izuyoi pile drives Togami into the rampaging flames of his campfire, sacrificing him to the fire god. You love to hear it. Taichi, Taka, and Chihiro hold an intervention for my pancake addiction, and I'll tell you what, this might be the most responsible trio that has ever invited me to an intervention, and so I'm not going. Shuichi searches for all the AV clones that he hasn't met yet. Masaru and Mahiru make a list of chores for the Great Ghost to complete. Monica is an employee of AV's Wares and Despairs. Good on you. Y'all didn't know I hired Monica. This is child labor. I didn't do that. That's not something she works, how'd I get out of this one? You can't sue! It would seem that Kaede and Hiro have come to a standstill in Tarzan's forest. Yuta falls into a pit but somehow lives. Chiaki runs over the edge of a cliff while trying to escape Mitarai and plummets to her doom. Really? Mitarai? Okay. And Gundam tries to spearfish with a trident. We lost. Unless this is the third Brain Steel episode in a row where we get a Day 1 arena event. Oh my gosh! After opening a strange app on their phones. I guess we should just play actual Last Surprise. The tributes are transported to the metaverse. This is the third Brain Steel episode in a row where we're having a Day 1 arena event. Hiro drives around in a car collecting flowers, or grass, and passes Tengen. Hiro waves and says, "Good job!" Usami steals various valuables from the palace. Taka also steals from the palace. Sayaka, Hiroko, Togami, and Daisaku attack a shadow with mysterious rattling chains. They do not survive. Shuichi steals valuables from the palace. Taichi is unable to awake the power of Persona and is picked off by the shadows quickly. Oh my gosh. Gonta. Nagisa theorizes about just whose palace this is. Monokuma drives around in a car collecting flowers and passes Crazy Yoko. Monokuma waves and says, "Good job!" Masaru, Kori, Chihiro, and Monica perform an all-out attack on Kaede, obliterating her. Kyoko, Kokichi, Himiko, and Maki perform an all-out attack on Komaru, obliterating her. Ibuki drives around a car, passes Izuyoi. Ibuki waves and says, "Good job." Gundam, Mahiru, Junko, and Celeste attack a shadow with mysterious rattling chains. They do not survive. Gozu and Kurumi theorize about whose palace this is. Yuta, surrounded by shadows, and is unable to survive. Kazuichi is unable to awaken the power of Persona and is picked off quickly by the shadows. Mitarai is surrounded by shadows and is unable to survive. And Mew steals valuables from the palace. 3 in a row. 3 in a row, let that sink in. Yeah, you're dead. And speaking of those who are dead, it's 28 of them. It is declared a loon. Now it's your time, Kaede. That's why you perished. 4. Chisa, Peko, Seiko, Maya, Munakata, Ruka, Toko, Hina, Kotoko, Nagito, Tsumugi, Jotaro, Togami, Chiaki, Sayaka, Hiroko, Togami, Daisaku, Taichi, Kaede, Komaru, Gundam, Mahiru, Junko, Celeste, Yuta, Kazuichi, Mitarai. Three episodes in a row. Well, if you need new picks when we make Saving Race picks, y'all better spot these Danganronpa 2 characters. Although for the Tricksters, all the Danganronpa 2 characters are gone. I'm just saying, Danganronpa 2, they're kind of honestly not doing so well right now. We'll have to wait and see. They might break the curse. How many people do we have in? 22, less than a standard size game. We still got Monokuma. 3 of the Warriors of Hope, Masaru, Monica, and Nagisa, my employee of the month. And Monica, my employee. Kokichi, Maki, Mew, and Himiko still remain. Izuyoi and Tengen are the last of them for the Tricksters. As we move on to the Treaters, Chihiro, the Pancake Champion. Hiro, Taka, Tag Team Champion. Kyoko, Crazy Yoko, Ibuki, Usami, Gonta, Kurumi, Kori, Shuichi, and Gozu of the greatest variety all still stand tall, but we must proceed. The action doth continue. Secret achievements. None of them have hit yet, but the beat goes on, and so does the show. We shall continue. We'll proceed, and it is night one. I don't know. For some reason, Brand Steel's been a little bit unpredictable lately. I don't know how I feel about it. Monica, Ibuki, and Kyoko enter a scrum debate with Corey, Hiro, and Usami. They argue about what the best starter is. Oh yeah, the new Pokemon comes out this coming month. Hey, that's exciting. Gonta wants to speak with the manager of AV's Words and Despairs. Mew simps for tables. Himiko doesn't understand why. Mew, you better find out. The fight before Christmas is coming soon. Monokuma, not Monica, gets infected with a despair disease. Monokuma starts clinging to Tengen, thinking quickly. Gozu constructs a homemade gun using only some string, a squirrel, and a gun. Shiro strangles Nagisa with a rope. Izuyoi, Taka, Crazy Yoko have s'mores around the campfire. Masaru dyes his hair purple. I don't know if that's a good look on you, my guy, actually. I don't know if that's a good look. A faded purple might not be so bad, but like a deep purple? I don't know if that's a good look. Huh. Shuichi finds a dapper suit and puts on. Even in the wrong simulator, he still looks super fly. Maki spends all of her points maxing out luck, and Kurumi adopts Kokichi as her child. That's honestly kind of funny, considering some of the reactions they had in interactions they had in Danganronpa V3. We'll proceed again, and day 2 starts. With Tengen working at Yoko's Items and His Fortunes, what's happened to be hiring, Kurumi is horrified when Gozu goes to an interview for it. Gonta, Taka, Crazy Yoko, and Monica talk about their hobbies. Kokichi receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Maki starts to go crazy. Aw, Hiro.
Aw, Hiro. Don't you dare be sour. Clap for your world-famous tag team champs and feel
The power. It's brute force. It's broken braids. Yes, it is. However, it's also Monokuma who works for AV's Wares, and I really employ a lot of villains, but we don't like to talk about that. We're still the heroic brand here in the arena. Not Yoko's, not this mysterious other third shop, but we are. That's us. Sick and tired of so many people defecting Yoko's that he burns it down. Luckily, Chihiro, who works there. Chihiro, we gotta talk. Okay, so if you're looking at the two people who are working for these two stores, Monokuma and Chihiro, you would think that Monokuma's clearly the bad guy, so you shouldn't not shop at AV's. That's not true. You're wrong. You're wrong for that. You shouldn't think that. Chihiro, innocent cinnamon bean. Cinnamon bun. Cinnamon bean? It's a cinnamon bun, but cinnamon doesn't come in beans, it comes in sticks. Monokuma? He didn't do anything wrong. He's innocent too. Quote me on it, but don't actually. Brought insurance there last week. Unfortunately, Mew, Masaru, Shuichi, Ibuki, and Himiko all got burned alive. Monokuma considers this a win. Now, I understand what you're saying. Monokuma considering the death of all of these characters a win. It sounds very evil, and that's someone who I employ in my shop. Corey seems to be dead, but it's a lie, and AV's forces Izzy to work at my supermarket AV's Wares and Despairs as a cashier. Usami and Kyoko thinks it's a good opportunity to score free food from him. Do we have the feast or anything, or are we just going on as a proceed with it just 6? I'm perfectly fine with that. So let's get it on with a Clair de Lune 4. Nagisa, Mew, Masaru, Shuichi, Ibuki, Himiko. Which brings us to 16. In the final 16, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From the Tricksters, Monica and Monokuma, Kokichi and Maki, Izuyoi and Tengen. From the Treaters, on the other hand, they have Chihiro, Hiro, Taka, Kyoko, Crazy Hyoko, Usami, Gonta, Kurumi, Corey, and the greatest of all, Gozus. Team Treaters is going strong, but this is the Hunger Games. That can change in a moment's notice. Izuyoi could be the last person remaining on the other team, and he could win the whole shebang. That being said, we have to proceed to see if that happens. 16 remains, 6 more into your saving grace picks, but right here, right now, we proceed and we see a lot of things happening as Chihiro finds a dapper suit and puts on it. Even if it's the wrong simulator, he's looking so fly, super fly. Monica threatens Usami in fluent Japanese. Maki finds a care package but is unable to open it. Monokuma. Every single time. Kyoko, Tengen, and Gonta sit around the campfire sharing spooky stories to celebrate the Halloween season. Suddenly they hear some weird noises coming from the forest. Gonta goes to check it out, and he never returns. Gozu, Taka, Izio enter a scrum with Crazy Yoko, Kori, and Kurumi. They argue for who should be champ in the event of a tie. It should be me! It should have been me! Hiro grabs Kokichi by the throat. What? Why did you... So, Hiro grabs Kokichi by the throat as he's having this fever dream, but he wakes up to Kyoko standing over him because she's left after, you know, sitting around the campfire sharing spooky stories. Interesting. And with that, I think we only lost Gonta this round, but it's the feast. It's actually a larger feast than usual. The cornucopia replenished of food, weapons, memoirs from the Threepeat's families of Usami, Kyoko, Monica, Gozu team up to get food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs. Crazy Yoko stabs Izio in the back while his back is turned. You hate to see it. Chihiro's like, I'm not going. Kori gathers as much food in the bag as he possibly can before running off. Taka stabs Kurumi with a tree branch. Yikes. Monokuma catches Hiro off guard and kills him. Maki is killed by the elusive Player One. But who? Who was Player One all along? Tengen convinces Kokichi not to kill him, only to kill him instead. Betrayal. And just like that, Kokichi's out of here. We still have a day to get through. And as we proceed, that day starts with Gozu planting seedlings in his garden. You know what? That's autumn time. Seedlings. Taka and Tengen trade talents. Chihiro asks AV if he can be in the World Pancake Championship Invitational. Why did I say no? That's the champion. You know what? Chihiro, no, you can't be in there. You're evicted from the match. We're vacating. No, we're not doing that. I'm kidding. Monica dies of dysentery. You hate to see it. Monokuma sets off an explosive, killing Crazy Hiyoko. Kori trips on a comically placed banana peel and accidentally breaks his neck. Goodness gracious, that escalated quickly. Usami.
Don't you dare be sour, clap for your world famous tag team champs and feel the power.
For Kyoko, who receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Good on her. But never forget Usami's a former tag team champion. And she wants to do it. She's a former 2-time tag team champion. And she wants to do it all again. For the 3rd time. Can she? We'll have to wait and see, but for right now we lost 9. That brings us well within Saving Grace picks range. But for right now, it's just declared a Loon 4. Gonta, Izio, Kurumi, Hiro, Maki, Kokichi, Monica, Crazy Yoko, Kori. This is the 3rd episode in a row where we've had a Day 1 arena event. That is unheard of. That's unheard of. Only 2 people remain for the Tricksters. I think 5? Yes, 5 remain for the Treaters. And it's probably looking pretty bleak for some of your picks, don't it? I'm sorry about that. But hey, how about I make you an offer that you can't refuse? What if I allowed you to make some new picks? And what if I called those picks, I got it! Saving Grace picks! Monokuma still remains for the Tricksters, as well as Tengen. When we move over to the Treater side, there are 5 remaining. Chihiro, your World Pancake Champion. Kyoko, your Tag Team Champion. Taka, former Tag Team Champion. Former Pancake Champion. He only needs a single title. Don't forget about that. He only needs that single title. Hold up. And last but not least, Great Gozu. He's hanging in there too. Not last but not least, I was saving this one for last, Usami, because right now it's kind of up to her. There's a streak that's going on where Day 1 arena events means Danganronpa 2 comes out victorious. Every character from Danganronpa 2 is out now, except for Usami. So to carry on that tradition, it's up to her. But now that I've said that, she's got targets all over her back. Gozu's gunning for her, Kyoko's gunning for her, Taka's gunning for her, Chihiro's gunning for her, Tengen and Monokuma gunning for her. But who are you gunning for in your Saving Grace picks? 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, make them in the comments. I'm gonna make mine as well. Give me I Can't Bet Against Danganronpa 2 when a day one arena event strikes. Usami, take it away. Although it could be one of those things where when I recognize that it exists, my jinx takes it over and then it doesn't happen ever again until I just forget all about it. Just like the killing your partner means that you win the game. So give me Usami for first, and then give me the champions, Kyoko for second and Chihiro for third. That's how I'm feeling it today. I was always going for the Tricksters, and they're still gonna do it. You better believe it. That's not a prediction. It's a spoiler. Sorry, Tengen. Sorry, Monokuma, who's got 7 KOs. He is popping off today. But that means you ain't winning this one. It's all up for the Tricksters. Oh, it's true. It is true. That being said, 7 remain. And of those 7, it is Monokuma, Tengen, Chihiro, Taka, Kyoko, Usami, and the Great Gozu. All going strong, hearts racing, beating so fast, so furious, with the same pulse, the same determination as that of a samurai woman. Shall we? I believe we must. 7 remain. Secret achievements still in play. Will they happen? Let's find out as we proceed. Tengen befriends a Komodo dragon, wearing a small pair of aviator goggles. I hate that. Usami gets infected with a despair disease, starts insulting everyone who passes her by relentlessly. Every day, Taka imagines a future where he could be with Kyoko. I don't put it past him. They might not be the worst together. Monokuma ships, on the other hand, Gozu and Chihiro. They don't like that. That's crazy. We'll proceed, though, to day 4. Chihiro teaches Tengen some fighting moves. Little does Tengen know that Chihiro's teaching him wrong as a joke. Taka falls into a pit, but somehow actually lives. Kyoko and Usami want to raise the bar. In fact, they are the bar. Monokuma finds a bikini. It's quite revealing. Wait, this is the wrong simulator. Oh well. It started when an alien device did what it did. It stuck itself upon his wrist for secrets that it hid. Now he's got superpowers. He's no ordinary kid. He's Gozu 10. Nobody perishes, so we must keep going. Oh, it's a friendly one. It's a friendly game. Chihiro, Monokuma, Gozu, and Kyoko play a friendly game of Uno, which Gozu wins. I thought it was deadly. Usami jumps into the sky and finishes off Taka with her signature Usami kick. It sounds like a tsunami kick, but it's the Usami kick. And Tengen attempts to climb a tree, but falls to his death. This is old brittle bones. His old brittle bones. We are down to just 5. Chihiro, Monokuma, Gozu, Kyoko, and Usami. But that drops down to 4 as Gozu dies from hunger. Monokuma uses a special attack on Chihiro, the Mega Destruction Ball of Darkness and Destruction. It didn't do a thing. And Kyoko shows Usami her murder list. At the top is Usami's name. And that bad boy's in bold too. We lost 3. Of our 7, 4 remain. And it's a Claire de Lune 4. No, actually, hold on, stop that. It's a terrible turnabout 4. Taka, Tengen, Gozu. Only one person remains for the Tricksters, and it's Monokuma. But let me tell you, when Monokuma is up against the odds, Monokuma somehow finds a way. We also have Champion Chihiro for the pancakes, Champion Kyoko for the tag teams, and never count out Danganronpa 2 when there's a day 1 arena event. Usami remains in play. Will she carry on to the tradition? I almost hope that it's Monokuma versus Usami at the very end. But those are your final 4. Who's gonna come out on top of this one? I don't know, but it's the final 4. Within our final 5, we got Monokuma, we got Chihiro, we've got Kyoko, we got Usami. And they are all caught in what we like to call a crisis of fate. Shall we? Let's do it. Let's proceed. Really, right now, it's technically all Danganronpa 1 versus Danganronpa 2. We'll have to wait and see what happens as we proceed. Monokuma tells Kyoko this is great, it's just you, me, and this brick wall that you built between us, and Chihiro kills Usami as she tries to run. Chihiro kills off the chance for Danganronpa 2, unless you count Monokuma, who's in every installment. It is the champions versus Monokuma. And Monokuma wants to be a stepping stone for everyone else. Kyoko drives up to McDonald's, wants to get an ice cream. Unfortunately, the ice cream machine is broken down. And Chihiro receives a gift from a secret admirer, a giant stuffed bear. Is it a Monokuma, though? We'll have to wait and see one cannon shot. You know her, you love her. Say what? It is Usami. She gave it her all, but she couldn't quite do it. But I still salute her. But right now, it's still our champions versus Monokuma. And I am dying to know who comes out on top. Not all of our champions, because, you know, Seiko, she was in this episode too. She did just indeed perish. But that being said, if this were a championship episode, there's a 2 in 3 chance that it could have been someone walking out as a double champion. However, it's still a crisis of fate. Most technically, Monokuma, Chihiro, and Kyoko could all end in a moment's notice. Will it? It will not, but Monokuma kills Chihiro with a hatchet and Kyoko signs a petition to change American football to yeet ball. You do love to see that, but you know what you love to see even more? Me asking you one simple question. And that is who? Will it? I just realized something. But I'll say Monokuma or Kyoko. Monokuma, Team Tricksters, was the last person for the Tricksters standing for a minute. But now it's just him versus one from Team Treaters, and that member of Team Treaters is Kyoko. Tag Team Champion. Tag Team Champ stands in Monokuma's way. Will Monokuma come out on top? We'll have to wait and see, but my realization is that my original pick, I believe I said I think it's gonna come down to one Treater versus 2 Tricksters. What it actually came down to was 1 Trickster and 2 Treaters. I said the Treater was gonna come out on top. Am I about to have literally the opposite happen and have a Trickster beat 2 Treaters? I suppose let's see how powerful this jinx really is between Monokuma, Kyoko. Kyoko, Monokuma. It is your final 2. And as we move on to day 7, it all comes to a close. Monokuma, Kyoko. Tie? Neither it is. Kyoko finds the left half of Monokuma's body, which I guess could be confused with Kurakuma, right? Perhaps. But ladies and gentlemen, she's done it again this season as we proceed and hit one last terrible turnabout for Chihiro, Monokuma. It all comes down. See on everybody's statuses, the Treaters, they came out on top, and for them, as we proceed, is, wait for it, your winner. Representing the tag team champions, holder of the light side title for the Treaters. Bringing treats all round this holiday season. No tricks, just treats. And your winner is Kyoko for the Treaters. Congratulations, Kyoko. She's had a pretty good season so far. As we proceed, she had 4 KOs. Monokuma tried to end hope for everyone, but instead got stopped by Kyoko. The Tricksters didn't pull one final trick. Instead, it was a good treat for all of our Treaters and for Kyoko as we bring up the winner's bracket. No secret achievements today, but Kyoko joins that bracket. Will she come out on top? Who knows? That being said, as we bring it all back, Monokuma had 2nd place, Chihiro 3rd, Usami 4th, Gozu 5th, Tengen 6th, Taka 7th, Kori 8th, Crazy Yoko 9th, and in 10th was Monica. That's your top 10. And we'll do a slow scroll through everyone else in this game. Who was last? Chisa, right. The Superman punch heard round the world by Junko, I believe. You hate to see it. And Seiko was so far down too. You're lucky, Seiko. You're lucky that this was not Chaos reigning. In fact, Kyoko could be a double champion right now, but instead, Sonya has other plans. Who would have thunk? We'll proceed one more again, and we will see. It all started off, I recollect that Superman punch Chisa did not survive. It all ended with a Monokuma. Who cut Monokuma in half? Who done it? We may never know. But maybe Kyoko's on the case, or maybe she's just here for the win, or maybe she even did it. Who knows? Proceed once again. Monokuma had 8 KOs, Chiro had 7, Kokichi, we had a ton. It was probably the arena event. Probably really ramped up the kill counts. But it is what it is. The story of this match is the Kyoko comes out on top. Once again, great season as we go back to the reaping. Treaters, congratulations. I knew that they could do it. My jinx couldn't stop them. It couldn't. And no, I almost picked the 3 that were in the final 3, but I swapped off a bear for a rabbit. Usami, I thought you had it. I really did. However, that's all she wrote. Today's episode is now over. Congratulations to Kyoko. I guess this Friday, another fun episode in Ordeal with some more stuff mixed in, so I'm excited for it, very much so. It'll be very Halloween-y if I do say so myself. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday, OC Action begins. That is correct. OC Action returns next Sunday. Dave will be around. I still haven't quite seen him recently, but we'll see what unfolds with that. Ha. But we got Bravo, so that's fine. Monday's Halloween, and Saturday is Persona 5 Scramble. Sunday might be Genshin boss fight. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. That being said, stay classy. Year of the Zenith. Tomorrow's gonna be fun. Tomorrow, Chaos might reign. Let's be completely honest. Chaos is probably, I won't say probably, but yeah, I'd be kind of surprised if it didn't rain tomorrow. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thanks for. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Fight Before Christmas announcements will probably start either that Thursday or Friday, maybe even that actual November 1st. Maybe actually November 1st. We'll see. Sometime in that first couple of days in November, that the 31st is on a Monday, either that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, you're gonna get something, and it's gonna be fun, and we're gonna have a good time come December 24th. Until then, toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thanks for watching.